everybody, welcome to class today. So today we're going to do pretty much an entirely standing sequence. So this sequence is going to be really good for beginners who are getting the basics of standing postures down, people who have any wrist injuries, even intermediate level students, because we are going to hold some of the postures a little bit longer. So it's pretty much a well-rounded for everybody class, mostly on the feet. So come to standing at the top of the mat. Bring the hands to heart center, close the eyes. And we'll take a few moments, as always, to connect to the breath. So take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And then let it go through the mouth. And then close the mouth, start to breathe in and out through the nose. And if it's comfortable for you, bring a gentle constriction to the back of your throat, as if you're fogging up a mirror. Giving your breath an audible quality. This is Ujjayi Pranayama. It will help you to build heat when you need it, and it will help to remember to calm you when things start to get a little bit harder than what you might like. Always come back to the breath. And take 2 more breaths here. Maybe set an intention for your practice. And then blink open the eyes. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Join the palms, look up. And then as you exhale, take a side bend over towards the left, grounding down through the right hip, opening the shoulder towards the sky. Inhale through center. Exhale over to the right, opening through the chest. And then inhale through center. Exhale to the right. This time grab the right wrist with the left hand. Gently pull the right arm a little bit longer. Inhale through center. And then exhale over to the right. Gently pulling the left arm a little bit longer with the right hand. Gently lengthen through the tailbone. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, take the left hand forward, the right hand back. Come into a standing twist. Gently draw the right hip forward to try and even out through the pelvis. Inhale through center, and then exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. So you might come a lot further than me. I'm really stiffened through my upper back. So your poses might look different to mine, and that's fine. Inhale through the center. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Always remember that everybody's yoga practice is going to look different. It's about the connection to your breath. Inhale through center, and then exhale one more time. Right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, sweep the arms up, look up, and then exhale, bending your knees as much as you need to, folding forward. Grab opposite hand to opposite elbow and gently pedal the knees back and forward. Maybe sway the torso from side to side, releasing any tension in through the lower back. And then come to stillness. And as you inhale, release the hands. Fingertips can come to the floor, hands to the shins or hands to the thighs. Inhale, send the sternum forward as you reach the tailbone back. Come into a flat back position. Think of your torso being parallel to the floor and a gentle bend in through the knees. Don't lock out the knees. And take 2 more breaths here. You should feel the upper back muscles working. And then exhale, fold it forward. We'll take a couple of half salutes. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come into the halfway lift. Draw the shoulder heads away from the floor. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise the arms up. 2 more just like that. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then this time, exhale, hands to heart center. Bring the feet hips distance apart. Inhale, sink the hips back as if you're sinking into a chair for chair pose. Take a peek down, make sure you can see your toes. Your weight is in the heels and thinking of drawing the shins back to sink the hips back as you peel the frontal hip bones off the thighs. Really strong through the arms, but relax the shoulders away from the ears. And take 3 more breaths here. See if you can gently draw the tailbone so that the lower back becomes a little bit longer. And then inhale, bring it all the way to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stand. 2 more like that. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, stand. Last one. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, stand. Inhale, bring yourself back into chair. Exhale, sweep the arms behind you for airplane chair. Hold for 3 breaths. Keep drawing the knees back over the ankles, reaching the sternum forward. Take an inhale, sweep the arms forward, stay in the legs. And then as you exhale, sweep the arms back. This time come onto the toes. So this pose is balanced chair or drinking bird. And take 2 more breaths here. Inhale, drop the heels, sweep the arms forward for 1 more breath in chair. And then exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take the hands behind you, interlace the fingers. Inhale, loop the shoulders back, broaden the collarbones. Inhale, 1 more time here. And then as you exhale, start to fold forward. Maybe the hands come overhead, maybe they stay on the lower back. You can always take a strap between the hands if you're really, really tight. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, bend the right knee. Start to bring the hands over to the right, bringing a little bit of a twist. Inhale through center. Exhale, bend the left knee and bring the hands over to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, bring the hands to the lower back. And then as you inhale, start to sink the hips, bring the chest up for chair with a bind. So if this is really difficult for you, feel free to come back to just having your arms sweeping backwards. Otherwise, try and interlace the fingers as you loop the shoulders back onto the back. Take 2 more breaths. Release the interlace. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, step the right leg back for a lunge. Drop the knee, and then on your next inhale, sweep it up into a crescent moon pose. So think of gently drawing the inner thighs together, gently drawing the left heel back and the right knee forward. Inhale, connect the palms, and then as you exhale, start to twist towards the left, hooking the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. And as you inhale, think of lengthening the spine. Exhale, draw the sternum towards the thumbs. Relax your jaw, relax your shoulders. Holding here for a few more breaths in your twist. Twists are really good for stimulating the digestive organs, really good for the spine. And then as you inhale, bring the hands up overhead one more time. And then exhale, fingertips to the front of the mat. Step the right leg forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the left leg back. Exhale, drop the knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. And then as you exhale, sink the hips a little bit lower, but think of drawing the tail towards the floor. So you're not tucking it towards the front of the room. It's like you've got a plumb line coming straight down the center of your body. It's going to stop you from just dumping into the lower back and causing pain. Take one more breath here. Maybe look up if it's comfortable on your neck. Connect the palms, and as you exhale, start to twist towards the right, bringing the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Try and make sure that that right knee doesn't collapse in, it stays directly over its ankle. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, twist from the ribs. So think of those bottom left ribs coming more towards the right. And twist comes from the spine and not from the pelvis. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. And then as you exhale, bring the fingertips down, step to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees for chair pose. Exhale, come to standing. Inhale, sink the hips, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right leg back. This time keep the knee lifted. As you inhale, come up to crescent. So make sure your feet are about hips distance apart. Take your left thumb to your left hip crease and gently draw it back. Feel the right hip come forward slightly. Your pelvis should be fairly neutral here. Don't let the left hip jut out to the side. I think of hugging it to the midline as you then reach both arms up. And take 3 more breaths here. Again, gently dropping down through the tailbone as you extend through all 4 corners of the torso. I just realised that doesn't really make much sense. Try to think more of both sides of the torso. Makes a bit more sense. And then as you exhale, you're going to start to bring the hands down as you straighten through the front leg, coming into extended pyramid pose. So you might need blocks, you might need to bend your front knee a lot, that's fine. Wherever you are, inhale the sternum forward, and then exhale, start to fold over your front shin. Same thing, gently drawing back through that left hip as you ground down through the left big toe. And then look towards the top of the mat, bend through the left knee, step the right foot up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the left leg back, keep the knee lifted. Exhale, and then inhale, raise yourself all the way up to crescent. Gently taking the right thumb to the right hip crease, drawing that right hip back as if you're sucking the thigh bone into the socket. And then inhale, reach the right arm to meet the left. Your back leg can be as bent as you need it. Just think of pressing energy out of the back heel and down through the front heel. one more inhale. And then as you exhale, start to straighten through the front leg, bringing the hands down to the floor, blocks wherever is working for you. Inhale the sternum long, and then exhale, fold it forward. Gently draw back through the right hip. Press down through the left heel, even though it won't touch the floor. Look towards the top of the mat. Step the left leg up to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. So we're going to do a modified Surya Namaskar B. We'll go slow to start. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the right leg back. Line up heel to heel. Turn the right toes towards the front of the mat as much as is comfortable for your body. And then as you inhale, raise yourself up into warrior one. So nice deep bend in through the front knee. Again, thinking of drawing that hip back into its socket. Your shoulders and your ribs should be fairly square towards the front of the mat. The hips will never square, they're just working in that direction. I'm going to hold here a few more breaths. Try relax the front toes, but really keep a strong grounding through the back leg. So you don't put torsion on the knee, really engage through the right glute. 2 more breaths. Inhale, 1 more. And then as you exhale, take the hands down to the front of the mat. Step the right foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the left foot back. Line up heel to heel. Drop the back foot on an angle. And then inhale, raise yourself up to warrior one on this side. Gently draw back the right hip. Firmly ground down through the back foot. So it's almost as if you're trying to stand on that back foot to allow yourself to bend a little deeper into the front knee. Take 1 more inhale. And then as you exhale, take the hands to the front of the mat. Step the left foot up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. And then exhale, hands to heart center. We'll take it to the breath 2 times through. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the right leg back, raise up, warrior one. Exhale, hands to the front, step the right leg forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the left leg back, raise up, warrior one. Exhale, take the hands down, step the left leg to meet the right. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, stand. 1 more. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, right leg steps. Inhale, raise up, warrior one. Exhale, hands to the front, step the right leg. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the left leg back, raise up, warrior one. Exhale, hands down, step the foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Little change. Exhale, balanced chair. Inhale, chair. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to come into eagle pose. So I'm going to face you. Shift the weight to the left leg. cross the right leg over the left like you really need to pee. If you're flexible enough, you can wrap that foot around the back of the calf. Take the arms wide, and then you're going to cross the right arm underneath the left, bend at the elbows, and then maybe the palms come to touch. If not, just bring the backs of the hands together. Feel free to use the right foot as a kickstand. Sink a little deeper in the legs as you reach the arms away from you. And take 3 more breaths. And then slowly unwind, come back to chair pose, take the right leg down. Inhale, sink a little deeper. Exhale, hands to heart center. Shift the weight to the right. Take the left leg over the right leg. And take the arms wide. And then this time, left elbow comes underneath. Cross at the arms and then wrap the forearms. Sink deep in your hips as you reach the elbows forward. And again, try and hug those hips into the midline. The right hip's going to want to swing way out. Try and draw it back underneath you. And then start to unwind. Inhale, sink yourself into chair. And then exhale, fold it forward. Take an inhale and an exhale here. Reconnect to your breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the right leg back, heel to heel. Raise up, warrior one. Exhale, take the hands to heart center. Walk the left foot towards the middle of the mat, and then you might have to realign the right foot. Take your stance a bit wider. You're now heel to arch. Your front heel intersects your back arch. Turn your torso and your ribs to face the long end of your mat, and then bring your arms up to capital T for warrior two. So in warrior two, you want to make sure that you're not leaning the torso really far forward over the front leg or really far back. You want to try and keep your shoulders over your hips. Strongly pressing down through the back foot and a nice deep bend in through the front knee. And then the last and possibly most important thing that you want to pay attention to is that front knee is not collapsing towards the big toe side. You want to keep it directly over the ankle. You want to protect our knees. And take 2 more breaths here. Flip the front palms, stay in the legs, and as you inhale, sweep the palm up towards the ceiling like you're painting the roof. Right arm reaches down the back leg, reverse warrior. And then as you exhale, you're going to reach the right arm all the way forward, taking either the forearm to the thigh, the hand to the inside of the foot, or the hand to the outside of the foot for side angle pose. So it really depends on your flexibility. You can always have a block or take your water bottle if you want to have it down to give you more space. Props are great. Bring the ground to you, make your life easier. And again, the most important part in this pose, ground down through the front heel and make sure that that front knee isn't collapsing inwards. And take 2 more breaths. I know that that leg is talking to you. Reconnect to your breath. Inhale, bring it back up to warrior two. Exhale, straighten through the front leg. Take the hands to the hips, parallel the feet. Take an inhale, broaden through the collarbones. And then as you exhale, you're just going to hinge and fold it forward into a wide leg forward fold. Keep the hands on the hips for this one. Gently draw the elbows towards each other. And then let the head be heavy. Hold here for a few breaths. Inhale, leading with the chest, bring yourself all the way up. And then you're just going to step to the top of your mat. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the left leg back, line up for warrior one, heel to heel. And then inhale, raise yourself up, warrior one. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Start to walk that right foot to the center of the mat as you lengthen the left leg and then line yourself up, heel to heel. Turn the torso, sternum to the long end of the mat and then start to float the arms up to capital T. So don't bunch the shoulders by the ears. Your arms are long and strong. Take a check down at the front knee. Make sure it's directly over its ankle. Gently send the tail towards the floor. Inhale, flip the front palm, sweep the arm towards the ceiling, coming into a beautiful side opener, reverse warrior. And then as you exhale, start to cut forward at that front hip, forearm to thigh, hand to the inside of the leg or hand to the outside. Wherever you are, you're not putting much weight through the arm that is down, so your right arm. And then your top arm, you can turn the hand to face the front of the mat and then start to reach it up and overhead. And keep grounding through both feet, lengthen through the spine, relax the jaw. And take 3 more breaths here. Match your inhales to the length of your exhales. Inhale, send the arm up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Parallel the feet. This time, interlace the hands behind you or grab your strap. Inhale, broaden through the shoulders. And then exhale again. Start to hinge and fold it forward. Maybe bringing the hands up and overhead. Prasarita Padottanasana C. Big fancy word to throw around at parties. And then as you inhale, lead with the chest, come all the way up to standing. And then this time, we're going to come into prayer squat. So turn the feet out at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, come into 5-pointed star. And then as you exhale, sink yourself down into a wide squat. So you might have to move your feet a little bit to make it comfy for you. Try and keep your knees pointing in the same direction as your feet. So if your knees are all the way in here, you need to engage those butt muscles and bring the knees out. And take a few more breaths here. And then as you inhale, sweep it up, 5-pointed star. Exhale, press squat. Inhale, keep the legs, lift the right heel. Exhale down. Inhale, left heel. Exhale down. Inhale, both heels. Exhale down. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, parallel the feet. And then this time fold forward, bringing the peace fingers, hooking them around the big toes if that's available to you, or maybe grabbing the back of the calves, the ankles, wherever works. Inhale, lengthen through the torso, and then exhale, start to fold yourself forward. Think of crown of the head to the floor. And gently draw your elbows off to the side. Inhale, come into a halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, raise all the way up to standing, and then step yourself to the front of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the right leg back. Set yourself up for crescent, feet hips distance apart, back heel lifted. Inhale, raise up crescent pose. And then this time as you exhale, you're going to bring the arms back at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, sweep the arms forward. Exhale, sweep them back. And then this time as you come forward, you're going to inhale the arms forward and come up into warrior three. So capital T, balancing on one leg. Hopefully you've got a bit more room than I do. And hold for 5 breaths. So gently draw back through the left hip. The toes of the right foot point down towards the floor. You can have your arms outstretched in front of you, hands to heart center or hands to airplane. Bend the standing knee as much as you need to try and even off through the hips. Always feel free to have a wall or a chair for extra balance. One more breath. And then you're going to come into a standing position. Bring the right knee up towards the chest. Try not to touch it to the floor. Take an inhale here. Exhale, extend the leg long. Reach the arms up overhead for standing staff. And then we're going to come into tree pose. So I'm going to turn to face you again. So bring the sole of the right foot either to the ankle, the calf, or the upper inner thigh of the left leg. Don't place it directly over the knee. And then find something to look at that's not moving. So don't look at me. Think of hugging the left hip in and under. And then take any variation you want with your arms. You've probably noticed your left leg and glute talking to you by now. That's fine, just breathe through it. But meet your edge. Don't push past your edge. We don't want pain, but we want to challenge ourselves. Life is challenging, and this is where we learn to breathe through the challenges. Exhale, bring the hands down through heart center. Release the right foot. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, step the left leg back for crescent. Exhale, raise up. Inhale, bring yourself to a 45. Exhale, sweep the arms back behind you. Inhale, sweep them forward. Make sure the front knee is not collapsing in. Exhale, sweep them back. Inhale, sweep it forward. Exhale, sweep it back. And then this time as you inhale, reach the arms forward. Maybe you have to hop the foot in a few times. Maybe you can come straight up into warrior three, standing on the right leg. And again, gently drawing back through the right hip. Sometimes it helps to take your hands to your hips. All 5 toes of the left foot point down. Gently draw the left hip towards the floor. And then take your arm variation for a few more breaths. Slowly start to come to standing on the right leg, bringing that left knee up and in towards the chest. Take a breath here. And then as you exhale, extend the arms up overhead like you're taking off a top hat. And then extend the left leg out in front of you, toes flexing towards you. Try to keep the shoulders over the hips. And take an inhale here, and then as you exhale, bring the sole of that left foot either to ankle, calf, upper inner thigh, wherever is working for you. Gently draw that right hip into the midline. Think of right leg pressing into the left foot, and then the left foot pressing into the right leg. Take whatever arm variation is working for you. And then exhale, bring it all down. Beautiful. Last little standing sequence here. Inhale, sink yourself into chair. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot back. Line yourself up, heel to arch, and cartwheel yourself open into warrior two. Take an exhale to sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, reverse your warrior, sweep the ceiling. And then this time as you exhale, keep the hand back. Start to slowly straighten through the front leg with control. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, reach as far, far forward as you can. And then start to come down into triangle pose. Again, a block, a water bottle, something to bring the ground closer to you is always a great idea. So don't compromise the body for the glory of the pose. Life never got any better just because you could do a fancy yoga pose. Think of keeping the spine nice and long, and think of those bottom ribs spiraling open towards the front of the body. Gentle bend through the front knee, don't hyperextend. One more breath here. And then as you exhale, you're just going to take the hands down towards the floor. Step the left leg forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the right leg back. Line yourself up, heel to arch. And then inhale, open up into warrior two. Exhale, sink yourself a little deeper. Inhale, flip the front palm. Reverse your warrior. And then as you exhale, slowly, slowly start to straighten through that front leg. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, bring the torso up. Reach as far forward as you can. Think of someone cutting you up at the hip. And then start to fold the torso over. Keeping long through the spine. Spiraling the bottom ribs towards the front of the body. And in our straight leg poses, we want to think of grounding through the big toe of the straight leg. Take one more inhale here. And then exhale, cartwheel the hands down towards the top of the mat. Step the right foot to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees as much as you need to. Take your peace fingers, hook them around your big toes. Take your feet hips distance apart. Inhale, lengthen the sternum, halfway lift. And then exhale, start to bend the elbows off to the side, pulling yourself into Padangusthasana. Inhale, come into a halfway lift. Exhale, release the hands, fold. Inhale, come into chair. And then as you exhale, start to lift the heels and sink down, 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 all the way down. And then slow as you can, release yourself onto your butt, and we'll come into Navasana, boat pose. So you can keep your feet on the floor, hands behind your knees. You can lift your knees off with the hands behind. You can reach your arms forward. And if you're flexible enough, you can straighten out the legs. Only do it though if you can keep the length in through the torso. A lot of it depends on hip flexor flexibility and strength. Take 3 more breaths here. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, you're going to come into Ardha Navasana. So lower down onto the lower back, shoulders up, legs up. Inhale. Exhale, Navasana. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going for a few more. You can always keep your feet on the floor and just do like a little half movement if that's better for you. Inhale long. Exhale, lift. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hold in Navasana. Take the peace fingers again. Hook them around the big toes. If you need to come out and rebalance yourself, do so. So either stay here gripping the toes or come back to balance on your sit bones. Maybe stay here or start to extend the legs any amount. They might stay really, really bent. And then stay here, or you can start to open the legs. And then bring the legs back together, release them down. And we'll just take a couple of seated stretches. So we'll come into a twist first. Bring your right leg, cross it underneath the left knee. So the right heel sitting by the left hip. Take the left foot, either stamp it to the inside of the right knee or cross it across. Take the left hand behind you. Inhale, reach the arm tall. And then as you exhale, start to twist towards the left. So you can either hold on to the knee, you can hook the elbow. If you're really flexible, there is an option where you grab for the right foot and then take the left arm behind. I am nowhere close to having that amount of mobility in my body, so that's fine. What I want you to aim for is your inhales taking you taller and your exhales taking you deeper. So I'd much prefer that you came into less of a deep twist but kept the spine really long. You're going to get much more benefit out of it. And then slowly release. From here, we're just going to come straight into Gomukhasana or cow face pose. So take the left foot a little bit away from the hip, and then you're just going to start to walk the right foot so that the knees stack on top of each other. So you might not be anywhere near here, and if it's really uncomfortable, just come into a comfortable cross-legged position with your right leg in front. You can also put a little bolster underneath your hips to even them off. Otherwise, you're working on getting the feet parallel with the front edge of the mat, flexing through the toes, and either staying upright here or starting to crawl yourself forward. If you want to take the full stretch and open up the shoulders, take the right arm towards the ceiling, rotate it so that the palm touches the back of the shoulder. Take the left hand, reach it up the back, and you're reaching to grab the 2 fingers together. Very enthusiastic puppy in the background. I apologize. If you haven't heard my stories about dogs in South America before, there are tons of them everywhere and they will bark all day, all night. Slowly start to unwind yourself. Release the arms if you have them. Release the legs. And we're just going to come to the other side. So take the left heel by the right hip and then take the sole of the right foot either to the inside or the outside of the left knee. Right hand behind. Inhale, draw length, and then exhale, either hug the knee or hook the elbow. Inhale, re-establish the length in the spine. And then exhale, belly button to spine as you twist a little deeper. Inhale, bring yourself through center. And then we're going to change into Gomukhasana, or if you came into a cross-legged position on the other side, just switch which leg's in front. So work to your level. The more parallel that your legs are to the front of the mat, the deeper the stretch is going to be. So play around with where works for you. And then either staying here, sitting up nice and tall, trying to ground down through both hips, crawling yourself forward, or taking the left hand up, tapping the back of the shoulder, and crawling the right hand either up a strap, up your shirt, or maybe it's really easy for you to grab opposite hand to opposite hand. And one side's probably a lot different to the other, and that's fine. We'll always have asymmetries. We just work in the general direction of trying to even things off. And then inhale, slowly release everything. Unwind the arms, unwind the legs. We'll take one final seated pose here. So stretch the legs out in front of you. You might have a cushion underneath your seat. Your feet might be hips distance apart. Inhale, raise the arms up and overhead. And then exhale, bending the knees as much as you need to. Reach forward, grabbing for the ankles, the feet, the calves, the knees, wherever is working for you. And then for today, just folding forward any way that is comfortable for you. Starting to slow down the breath. Relax the jaw, relax the shoulders. And then inhale, slowly roll yourself up. And then make your way into your final resting posture. So you can come into traditional Shavasana, lying on your back, letting the palms come up towards the sky, the feet fall out. If it's more comfortable for you, you can always take your legs and raise them up a wall. Come with the knees bent and knocking in towards each other. Or for me, I have lots of low back issues. Find it more comfortable to come into a seated position. So whatever is working for you. Let the palms come up towards the sky wherever you are. Close the eyes. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Fill the belly, fill the lungs. Hold it at the top. And then let it go through the mouth. And then bring your attention to the space between your eyebrows and feel it relax. Feel the air gently moving in and out through your nose. Concentrate on the darkness in the space behind your eyes and see what images form there. And observe your thoughts. See them without attachment, without judgment, as if they're clouds in the sky. And bring your attention to your shoulders, your neck and your jaw. And feel any tension there melting away. Feel the space in your ribs and your belly as the breath fills and expands and then releases and contracts the life force of your body. Feel the heaviness of the arms and the legs as you let your body fully relax, knowing that you have done everything that you need to do, honoring your body today. Today, as you go forward, may you have gratitude in your thoughts, peace in your words, and love in your heart. Namaste.